Hi guys, my name is Minerva and today's lesson is present and future time clauses using when, before, after, as soon as, and once. Let's begin. What is a clause? A clause is a group of words that contains a subject and a verb. It can be a sentence or part of a sentence. For example, I will call you when I reach home. In this example, we have the independent clause that is also known as main clause. And why is independent? Because it makes sense on its own as a sentence. And also we have here the dependent clause, or also known subordinated clause. What is the meaning of that? That it doesn't make sense on its own as a sentence. What is a time clause? A time clause can show the order of two or more events. A time clause is a dependent clause that begins with a time word such as when, before, after, as soon as, and once. What is the position of the time clause in the sentence? The time clauses can come before or after the main clause. When the time clause comes before, they are followed by a comma. For example, as soon as I finish my homework, I'll go to bed. We use a comma after the time clause when it's first. But if the time clause comes after the main clause, then it's not necessary to use a comma. For example, I'll go to bed as soon as I finish my homework. As you can see in this example, the main clause is first, so you don't need to use a comma. Why present and future time clause? When talking about the future, it is okay to use will or be going to in the main clause. But in the time clause, even though it is given information about the future, we have to use the simple present. For example, I'll watch a movie when I finish my homework. As you can see, the main clause is using will and is talking about the future, but the time clause uses the simple present even that we say something about the future. Now we are going to see what is the meaning of when, after, before, as soon as, and once. Before. Before describes that the action in the main clause happens first. For example, before we start class tomorrow, I'll drink some coffee. What is the first action? That I will drink some coffee, and after that, we start classes. After. After describes that the action in the time clause happens first. For example, we'll discuss the plans after he gives the presentation. So what is the first action? He gives the presentation, and later we'll discuss the plans. Now we have when. When means at this time. That the meaning of that is that this describes two events happening at almost the same time. For example, I'll call you when we finish. So those events more or less happen at the same time. And finally, we have as soon as or once. Both words mean right after. They describe that the action in the main clause will happen immediately after the time clause action finishes. For example, we'll go to the beach as soon as they come home. So what is the first action? They come home, and immediately after, we'll go to the beach. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and share this video. See you in our next lesson.